With fixtures coming thick and fast, we have gone into a little bit of a collapse. But all that came around probably what is the game of the season so far. But we do need to start winning again very soon. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to West Ham, the Beta Save Part 4. And as you can see from the table, we are currently sitting in 6th and we have played 20 games and we have 39 points. We are, however, 9 points behind leaders Arsenal, but as we are not expecting to win the Premier League this year, we're on course to try and get into a European spot. And up until recently, things were going very well, but fixture congestion around about January has meant that we have gone into a little bit of a collapse. And that collapse happened around what possibly is the game of the season and possibly going to be the game of the save. And that was against Liverpool at home, and this is what happened. A thumping 4-0 victory against Liverpool, and I think it's going to be a little while before that happens again. But we do need to start winning again, and today we will be playing 2 games. We will be away at West Brom in the FA Cup third round, and then we will be at home to Nottingham Forest in the Premier League, and we really do need to get the 3 points from that game. But as usual, before we get into what's been happening both on and off the pitch, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. So let's have a look at what's happened on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us have that 6-1 thumping against Luton. And we followed that with a very nice 2-1 victory away at Dinamo in the Europa League group. And then we followed that with an away trip to Aston Villa. And we beat Villa by 2-1. That was followed by a home victory 2-1 against Tottenham, and then we went away to Bournemouth and won that fixture by 4-2. We then played Genk in the Europa League group and won again by 2-0 before we got beaten in the Carabao Cup quarter-final by Liverpool by 4-1. We followed that with a really tame, poor performance against Burnley, and we only came away from Burnley with a 2-2 draw, and then Manchester United were too much for us to handle and they beat us 3-1 at Old Trafford. But then came that Premier League victory against Liverpool by 4-0, a really good performance by the boys. But again we have faltered and we went away to Brighton and only came away with a 2-2 draw. And around Christmas things have got a little bit harum-scarum and we need to start winning again to maintain our position in the Premier League. And today that brings us to our games in the FA Cup third round against West Brom. We have to be optimistic of winning that one. And then we'll also be optimistic of winning at home to Nottingham Forest. I think these are 2 games we should be winning. But you know FM as well as I do. These games are not gimmies and we probably will have to work quite hard to get victories here. In other news, we had a little bit of a surprise when the board decided just to be very generous and gave us £25 million to spend in the January transfer window and up to the wage budget a little bit as well. So with players wanting to leave the club during this window, we have managed somehow to get some money out of the board, and that is very nice indeed. And hopefully it will mean that the squad is not damaged too much and we can bring 1 or 2 very nice players in. And this is probably something that's new to FM24. It has also happened in the live stream that we're doing as well. But hey-ho, if that's a new addition to the game, I'm all for it. Give me some money without even having to ask for it. And then in terms of the squad, we will look forward to the return of Ivan Toney. And he is expected to come back around about sometime in January. I'm not quite sure. But he's going to have a job getting into the team because in terms of leading performers up front, Danny Ings has been performing extremely well. He's played 24 times. He has 10 goals and 6 assists. And so he has an average rating of 7.05. He's second only to Paqueta. And I think that Toney, who has not played for 8 months, will have a job finding his place in this team in the second half of the season and might be limited to bench appearances for the second half of this season. But today we have 2 games to be getting on with. We will be playing away at West Brom. That's the first game that we are going to go to in the FA Cup. It's a game we should be winning. I'll go and get the team ready and we'll see you just before kickoff. Let's go and kick some balls. And just before we go to the game, we do have some selection news. We have several players who are playing in the African Cup. The Aguad, Cornet and Benrahma are away on international duty. Kudos is injured and expected to be out for about 2 months. Toney is still unavailable. And so we have real selection problems. James Ward-Prowse has been injured for 3 weeks, but he is about ready to come back and could probably play for a little while in the second half. I don't want to use him, though, if I don't have to. So it's a pretty much rotated team. And in goal, we have Areola with Kura, Zuma, Mavropanos and Emerson at the back. Alvarez, Paqueta, Numu in midfield, and Bowen, Fornals and Ings will play up front. I need a big performance from all of these boys today. I don't want to be seeing any complacency or whatever out there. We are favourites for a reason. Get out there, do the job. It's a championship team and we need to start winning football matches again. And so let's hope that this is where it begins. We should be winning this game. We have to win this game. And at the moment, we have got the match momentum, but nothing much seems to be happening. And we need to get a shift on, get a goal on the board. And I need big performances from a number of players like Paqueta, Fornals, and Danny Ings. We need to do well today. If we don't, then we are going to be in desperate trouble. The board will not be happy if we don't win this. We should be winning it. I don't even know why I'm concerned about it. It's only West Brom. They are 15th or 16th in the championship. And it's a game we should absolutely be hammering them in. And we are pretty much in control. We've had pretty much all the play. We haven't dominated possession in the way that I want to, but we've created all the chances. We got a 50% shots on target, but there have been no highlights, and I need to demand more from them. And I think we'll go attacking and try and force something out of this game. I have a funny feeling that West Brom are playing with a low block, which is making it difficult for us to actually break them down. And so maybe we'll go into our own low block in the second half, try and pull them out, and then try and create space in behind them. As Paqueta looks for a ball forward, he's looking for Ings. Ings is in space. Ings has a chance. It may not be necessary. We are a goal up. And finally, we have broken the deadlock just before half-time. It's West Brom 0, West Ham 1. I think I feel a little bit more relieved now. It was a good goal. Alvarez found Paqueta, and Paqueta's pass over the top, taken down beautifully by Ings, and he slotted it past the goalkeeper. And it is now West Brom 0, West Ham 1. And perhaps we'll go back now into a more positive style. We don't need to attack, as West Brom will be looking to bring the ball forward, and we just need to wait for them to come out and then take advantage of it. And I think I need to say that things are going well, but they are capable of doing a lot better. You weren't that bad. Keep going. You have the ability to win this. You should be winning this. And I think that for now, we're doing a decent enough job. And so we need to get out for the second half, and the second half has begun, and we need to build on that 1-0 lead. It's still not as good a victory as I would like. If it is going to turn out to be a victory, there are several players who are not playing that great. We need to get stuck in, I think, a little bit more. Whether or not I'll tell them to get stuck in, I'm not sure. But our passing doesn't look good. It's a little bit lethargic. And here's Nathan into the box, and it's a good save, and it goes out for a corner. We don't have Ward-Prowse on the pitch able to take our set pieces, but we are doing well. Apparently we are passing the ball well and keeping control of the match, which we should be, in all fairness. But the problem is once again, we're struggling to score goals. We do have a number of tired players out there, and I think what I will do now is go and make some changes very, very shortly. I might even go into a low block here, because things are not working out attacking-wise, and I'll go and make some changes now. And so we have made some changes, and hopefully we will be able to hold on to this game. We're getting very, very tired, and so I've gone into the low block, try and maintain some energy, because this team looks like they're really suffering at the moment as West Brom look to bring it forward. West Brom, who are also tired, but then that's nothing to go by. We struggle against teams who are very tired. I've never worked out my entire FM life how to beat teams who are exhausted. It is a corner for West Brom, but they do have a man down, and so this is going to delay the corner a little bit. Come on, FM, we don't need to see all that. They have made a change, and the corner is about to be taken. And I think I probably need to go and sort out some opposition instructions here. They've made a number of substitutions, and they are taking their time here over this injury. I wonder if they realise they're not a goal up, they're a goal behind. And finally we can get on with the corner. And it's swung in. We've managed to defend it. We need to get it clear. It's gone clear. I'm going to sort out the opposition instructions. And so I'm hoping that we can just hold on. It's been a very poor performance, actually, as Prowse finds Antonio, who's really past his sell-by date now. He's not looking like a very good player. He's been very, very poor in the first half of the season when he's been called upon, making demands which he's not capable of fulfilling. He's not good enough to be a first-team player, and he probably needs to go in the transfer window. We do have a bit of money, thanks to the board, who gave us that £26 million. And that's money that possibly we can use to replace a number of players. We're still looking for a good right winger. And with players away until February, we're going to really struggle over the next month. And we're struggling in this game. This game is not won by any means. As West Brom are looking to come forward, they have scored, and it's now 1-1, and we are in real trouble. And I don't know what to do. I think I have to push the lines up and go much higher now. I don't know what to do. We are really playing poorly. And is it the end of the cup dream? Out to a championship team already? I just am struggling to know what to do in this version of FM. Goalkeeper made an absolute numbskull of himself. They don't look as if they're interested. And so if we have to go out of the FA Cup because they're not interested, that's up to them. And I can't believe we are 8th in the Champions League table and we can't beat West Brom in the FA Cup third round. It's probably going to go to a replay. I don't really want a replay with all the stuff that's going on. I am absolutely fuming with this team. I'm going to go very attacking for the last 5 minutes. We've got to try and win this. And Ward-Prowse has just kicked the ball away. He's like, where are you, Ward-Prowse? He didn't even look like he wanted to play. Antonio's making an idiot of himself. They're all playing really badly. Absolute shambles. And we look like we're just dog-tired and can't be bothered to do anything, as West Brom look to find the winner, but it goes past the post. I need to berate them. This is not good enough. They are absolutely shocking. And I've never seen anything like it in my FM days. They're just not interested. They're just not even running. Some of them are just strolling. I can't believe that this is just overtiredness. We've rotated. They are tired, of course, fixture congestion. But this is West Brom. We have finally got the winner. Finally, we've managed to get the winner. I'm going to pull the lines back now and just make sure that we don't. I'm going to go to a mid-block now and just make sure that we don't lose this game. I have never seen anything so bad in all my life. Antonio finally did something, got the ball into the box, and Paqueta stroked it home at the near post. But what a poor performance from this team against West Bromwich Albion, who are really relegation candidates in the championship. What a dreadful performance. And we were very, very lucky to get through that. And I am not impressed with this team at all. And I'm going to tell them that was a bit of a let-off. They were poor. And some of them were a bit upset by that. But they've got to be upset by that. And we should have just hammered them, but we didn't. We've let them off the hook. And that cannot happen again. We need to start putting some results together. And I don't know, with fixtures coming, piling up one after the other, I don't know if we can. So I'll have to go and get the team ready for the next game. I'll be back just before kickoff. We will see you very soon. And so the team for today is Areola in goal with Johnson, Zuma, Mavropanos, Cresswell at the back, Alvarez, Ward-Prowse and Bowen in midfield, with Paqueta, Fornals and Ings up front. We still have so many players missing. It's becoming a bit of a joke. We have also upset 4 players, and some players have been refused contracts. They've decided they want to leave. It's really hard to not upset players in this version of the game, and I really am struggling to work out how to play this game at the moment. We are favourites here, and we should be winning this, but I don't actually feel very optimistic about this. The team have suddenly gone off the boil, and it doesn't seem like I have any control over what they're doing again. And somehow I've got to try and figure out how to get them back playing. Nottingham Forest are a team that are not very good, and we should be beating them very comfortably. But I don't feel very confident at the moment. We have had most of the chances, though, and we've had almost 80% of possession. But once again, it's about putting the ball in the back of the net, and we don't look like we're capable of doing it at the moment. But we do have a highlight, and it comes out to Alvarez. Alvarez to Prowse. Prowse into the box. We do have a chance, and Paqueta has put it away, but the referee is checking with VAR. I have a funny feeling he might have been offside. He may well have been offside, and if that is going to be... No, it's going to be allowed. I think he might have sneaked offside, but he did seem to be offside, apparently. And yeah, he was way onside. I'm not quite sure why they even checked it. But it is, at the moment, West Ham 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Nottingham Forest 0. And thankfully, we have taken an early lead and we're not panicking looking for a goal. But here's Danny Ings. And that's a poor pass, but well done, Alvarez. Alvarez finds Johnson. Johnson looking for Bowen. Bowen, he's driving up the wing. Can we get it across? He finds Fornals. Fornals has the ball taken off him. And Nottingham Forest will look to counter-attack. They're going to be sitting back, I guess, against us and trying to counter. We just need to play the ball around, try and play it through them. Keep possession, as we are doing quite well at the moment. And hopefully we will come out of this with a good result. We need to get back to winning ways after what has been a really packed schedule. And we suffered some defeats, as Bowen always makes it too. It's going to go out for a corner. We have got Ward-Prowse back to take the set pieces now, and we are up to 4th in the table. And that will be good news to finish the episode today. And there's the... Did that cross the line? It's not been given, and it was a good clearance off the line. But here's Bowen. Bowen coming back at them. It comes to Cresswell. The highlight comes to an end very suddenly. And at the moment, it's still West Ham 1, Nottingham Forest 0, and Ward-Prowse is over a free kick on the edge of the penalty area. He hasn't actually scored a direct free kick yet this season. He's taking his time over this one. Maybe he's really sizing this one up. He should be due to score one. Takes the free kick. It goes over the crossbar. And it remains West Ham 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Our set pieces are not particularly functioning today. I need to keep an eye on the tiredness of the players. I did give them a couple of days rest this week because we had a week where we didn't have a fixture midweek, and so I gave them a couple of days off. And hopefully they're feeling a little bit better as a result. But at the moment, it's still 1-0 to West Ham. It's not good enough. We need that second goal because it will only take one moment and then it will be all over for us. But at the moment, we're fairly comfortable. We're dominating the possession. And almost 70% and not allowing Forest into the game at all. And Zuma has a chance, and it's well saved underneath the crossbar. And unfortunately, I'm still not feeling too optimistic about this, because we need to be doing a lot more in terms of scoring goals. Our XG is huge. We're dominating possession. And, well, I'm going to say well done on controlling possession, but we need to be doing a little bit better. And so as we go out to the second half, that's what I want them to do. I think we just need to keep dominating the possession. It does look like a very, very tired team, and we hopefully won't concede. But I don't feel very good about this 1-0 scoreline. And they do have a chance, and it's gone over the crossbar. And it's a rare foray into our half. But they do look dangerous. They've got a 50% shots on target ratio. We don't look excellent. We haven't looked very good all over Christmas during that bad spell. And we're not looking any better as we're coming out of the Christmas congestion. But here is Ward-Prowse again. He's back to fitness, and he finds Paqueta. Paqueta looking to go down the left. He's on a yellow card. We have to be very careful with him. Can he get it across? He finds Alvarez. Alvarez was taken out there, surely. And the referee just says it was a fair shoulder charge, but I think he was taken out. And here come Nottingham Forest. And is this the equalising goal I've been worrying about? He's been forced wide, but he has scored. And I really don't know what to do. I am struggling to know what to do at the moment. It is being checked, but I think he's way onside. We have to go attacking. It has been disallowed, and that's very fortunate. And there's nothing wrong with the lines, I don't think. We are in the right position. We're just not playing very well. We just look like a very poor team at the moment, and we're struggling to put results together. And I think I probably need to go and make some changes now. And so we have made 4 changes, and we have some very tired players, and I don't really understand why they're getting so tired. But Nottingham Forest have come back into the game. I think I'm going to slip into the low block now. I think we really need just to try and hold on to this. And we'll just check the instructions here. And it looks to me fairly straightforward. We just want to just protect our lead, basically, and just play in the low block. Bring Forest out, and they are the ones who have to break us down. But they are doing very well. They're coming back into the game. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold on. I don't feel very optimistic at the moment of getting any wins. We struggled in the Cup against Championship West Brom. We're struggling against Forest. And they do look like the better team at the moment. And they are in. And they're going to score. He has scored. I knew it was coming. We are not good enough. Now I have to go and attack. And we're going to go into an attacking formation now. This is absolutely shocking. I really don't know what's going on. I'm struggling to understand what is going on. Fornals is extremely exhausted. I can't take him off, I suppose. And I'll have to bring Connor Coventry on for Ward-Prowse. We're in real trouble, and we have to attack now. Nottingham Forest, again, a team who are nothing in the Premier League. We cannot beat them. I think there is something wrong with the game, because whatever is going on, I have no control over. And no matter what formation I use, no matter where I put the lines, no matter what I do, it is having absolutely no effect on the game whatsoever. And it is going to peter out to a 1-1 draw, and I'm not very happy. We need to recover our form. We've just drifted into a dreadful form, and we could end up losing this. Somehow, Nottingham Forest have just got some energy from somewhere, and I'm not very happy. I'm really not happy with this team. We're going to lose this game, and with players injured, with players on international duty, I don't know what to do. I've absolutely no idea. I'll have to go into the transfer market very quickly, because something's got to give here. This is absolutely shocking. And it is going to finish in a 1-1 draw. I'm not happy with the boys. Really not happy. And I'm going to absolutely berate them. That is absolutely dreadful result. And it's cost us big time. And with teams playing later, Manchester City have 2 games in hand on us. We're going to slip down the table unless we are very, very careful. We have to play Manchester City next. But we'll probably thrash them 4-0 because that's the way the game is playing out at the moment. And that ends another episode. It's actually really appalling at the moment. And we need to get January out of the way and February. I'm going to come back at the beginning of March now. And we'll see where we are in March. We need to get a shift on with this beta save. So we'll come back somewhere around the beginning of March. And I hope things are going a little bit better at that time. I really hope so. That's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer like me playing this game, then you are definitely in the right place because I am really suffering at the moment. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff. Help the channel to grow and help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. Things have to improve. Otherwise, we are going to start slipping down the table. All that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.